Do you translate everything from your native language to English in your head before you speak? Does it take forever to form a sentence because you're thinking in your language first?
If yes, then you're not alone. But today, we're going to teach you the secret to thinking directly in English. No more translating.
This is going to completely change the way you learn and speak English. You'll finally be able to have conversations naturally and confidently.
So stay with us because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to start thinking in English today. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fluent English Talk. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Alex. It's so great to have you here with us today. If this is your first time watching, welcome to our English learning family.
And if you've been with us before, welcome back. We're so excited to see you again.
Today's lesson is one of the most important lessons we've ever created. We're going to teach you how to think in English instead of translating from your native language.
This is the key to fluency. When you think in English, you speak faster, you sound more natural, and conversations become so much easier.
We're going to show you practical techniques, give you easy daily conversations to practice, and teach you exactly how to train your brain to think in English.
By the end of this video, you'll have a clear action plan to start thinking in English every single day.
But before we begin, if you're ready to finally think in English and speak fluently, please hit that like button right now. It really helps us continue making these free lessons for you.
And don't forget to subscribe to Fluent English Talk and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. We post practical English lessons every week.
All right, let's get started.
Okay, Alex, let's start with the big question. Why is thinking in English so important?
Great question, Lisa. Here's the truth. When you translate from your native language to English, it takes too much time and energy.
Exactly. Imagine you want to say something simple, like, I'm hungry. If you think in your language first, then translate to English, it takes several seconds.
But if you think directly in English, the words I'm hungry just come out naturally and quickly.
That's the difference between struggling to speak and speaking fluently. Native speakers don't translate. They just think and speak at the same time.
And here's another reason. When you translate, you often make mistakes because languages have different structures and expressions.
Right. Some phrases in your language don't translate directly to English. For example, in many languages, you might say something that sounds strange or unnatural when translated word for word.
But when you think in English, you naturally use English expressions, English sentence patterns, and English ways of saying things.
Plus, thinking in English makes conversations so much easier. You can respond quickly, understand faster, and express yourself more clearly.
So how do we start thinking in English? That's what we're going to teach you today.
Let's start with the first technique for thinking in English. It's super simple, and you can start right now.
This technique is called naming things around you. Let me explain how it works.
Wherever you are right now, at home, in your room, on the bus, in a cafe, look around you and name everything you see in English.
For example, right now I can see a table, a chair, a cup, a window, a door, and a plant. See how easy that is?
Don't translate from your language. Just look at something and say the English word directly. If you don't know the word, that's okay. Look it up and learn it.
Let's practice together right now. Look around where you are. What can you see? Say it out loud in English.
Great job. Maybe you said phone, computer, book, pen, lamp, bed, TV. Perfect.
Now, let's make it more interesting. Don't just say one word, make a short sentence.
For example, instead of just saying table, say, there's a table in my room, or I see a brown table.
Let's try it. Look at something near you and make a sentence. Say it out loud.
Excellent. Maybe you said, there's a blue cup on my desk. I can see a big window. My phone is on the table.
This is how you start thinking in English. You're training your brain to use English words first, not translations.
Do this exercise every day for 5 minutes, morning, afternoon, evening. Whenever you have time, just look around and name things in English.
Your brain will start automatically thinking of English words when you see objects. This is the foundation of thinking in English.
The second technique for thinking in English is describing your daily actions in English as you do them. This is called narrating your life.
It sounds funny, but it's incredibly effective. Let me show you what I mean.
When you're doing everyday activities, describe what you're doing out loud in English. For example, when you wake up in the morning, say, I'm waking up. I'm turning off my alarm.
Then continue, I'm getting out of bed. I'm stretching my arms. I'm walking to the bathroom.
See? You're describing every action as you do it. This trains your brain to think in English in real time.
Let's practice with a morning routine. I'll do actions and you describe them with me. Ready?
Let's go.
I'm brushing my teeth. Say it with me.
I'm washing my face. Say it.
I'm getting dressed. Say it out loud.
I'm making breakfast. Your turn.
Perfect. Now let's add more details. Instead of just I'm making breakfast, you can say I'm making toast and eggs for breakfast.
Or I'm pouring coffee into my cup. Or I'm putting butter on my toast.
The more you describe, the more you think in English. Let's try some other daily activities.
When you're cooking, say, I'm chopping vegetables. I'm heating the pan. I'm adding salt.
When you're cleaning, say, I'm sweeping the floor. I'm wiping the table. I'm doing the dishes.
When you're studying, say, I'm reading a book. I'm taking notes. I'm highlighting important information.
Do this throughout your day. Even if no one is listening, talk to yourself in English. It feels strange at first, but it works.
Your brain will get used to thinking in English automatically. Soon, you won't need to narrate. The English thoughts will just come naturally.
The third technique is to think in simple sentences. This is really important.
Many English learners try to think in complicated sentences, and then they get stuck. Don't do that.
Instead, start with simple sentences. Use basic grammar and easy vocabulary. Simple is better than complicated.
For example, don't try to think, I am experiencing a considerable amount of hunger at this present moment.
Just think, I'm hungry. Simple, clear, direct.
Let's practice thinking in simple sentences. I'll give you a situation and you think of a simple sentence. Ready?
Situation 1. You want to drink something.
Perfect. You probably thought, I'm thirsty, or I want water. Simple and clear.
Situation 2. You're tired and want to sleep.
Great. Maybe you thought, I'm tired, or I need sleep. Easy, right?
Situation 3. You like the weather today.
Excellent. Perhaps you thought, the weather is nice, or I love this weather.
See how easy it is when you keep it simple? Now let's practice some everyday situations with simple thoughts.
When you're hungry, I'm hungry. I want food. Maybe pizza.
When you're cold, it's cold today. I need a jacket. Where's my coat?
When you're happy, I'm so happy. Today is great. I feel good.
Notice how these are all short, simple thoughts? That's how you should think in English.
Don't worry about perfect grammar or fancy vocabulary. Just think in simple, natural English.
As you get better, your sentences will naturally become more complex, but start simple.
Now let's practice thinking in English with real daily conversations. First, let's go to a coffee shop.
I'll be the customer and Lisa will be the barista. Listen carefully and think along with us. Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What can I get for you today?
I'd like a large cappuccino, please.
Sure. Would you like that for here or to go?
To go, please.
Great. Anything else?
Yes, can I also have a blueberry muffin?
Of course. That'll be $7.50.
Here you go.
Thank you. Your order will be ready in just a minute.
Perfect, thanks.
Okay, let's break this down and learn to think through this conversation.
When you walk into a coffee shop, what do you think first? You think, I want coffee.
Then you think, what kind? Cappuccino. What size? Large.
So when the barista asks, what can I get for you today? You already know, I'd like a large cappuccino, please.
See? You're thinking step by step in English. No translation needed.
Then the barista asks, for here or to go. You think quickly, I'm in a hurry. I need to go. To go.
And you answer, to go please. Simple and fast.
When she asks anything else, you think, I'm hungry. I want a muffin. Which one? Blueberry.
So you say, can I also have a blueberry muffin? Perfect.
Now let's practice. Imagine you're at the coffee shop. Think about what you want to order. Say it out loud.
Great. Maybe you thought and said, I'd like a small latte, please. Can I have a tea and a cookie? I'll take an iced coffee, please.
Excellent. You're thinking in English.
Let's practice another common situation, talking about your day with a friend.
This is something you do almost every day, so it's perfect for thinking in English.
Hey, Alex, how was your day?
It was pretty good, thanks. I had a busy morning at work, but the afternoon was relaxed. How about you?
My day was interesting. I met an old friend for lunch, and we talked for hours.
Oh, that sounds nice. Where did you go?
We went to that new Italian restaurant downtown. The food was amazing.
I've been wanting to try that place. What did you order?
I had the mushroom pasta. It was delicious. You should definitely go.
I will. So do you have any plans for tonight?
Not really. I'm just going to relax at home. Maybe watch a movie. What about you?
Same here. I'm pretty tired, so I'll probably just read a book and go to bed early.
Sounds like a good plan. Well, have a nice evening.
You too. See you tomorrow. Let's think through this conversation in English. When someone asks, how was your day? What do you think first?
You think about your day. Was it good? Was it bad? What happened?
Then you form simple thoughts. Work was busy, but okay. Afternoon was nice.
So you say, it was pretty good. I had a busy morning, but the afternoon was relaxed.
See, you're thinking in English, not translating. Now when you ask someone about their day, you think, what did they do?
And you ask, how about you? Or, what about your day?
When Lisa said she met a friend, I thought, where? What restaurant?
So you asked, naturally, where did you go? No translation needed.
And when I asked about tonight's plans, I was thinking, tonight, plans, what will you do?
And you said, do you have any plans for tonight? Perfect English thinking.
Now let's practice. Think about your day today. What happened? Say it out loud in English.
Great. Maybe you said, I had a good day. I studied English. My day was busy. I went to work and came home late. Today was relaxing. I stayed home and watched TV.
Excellent. You're building the habit of thinking in English.
Let's practice one more situation, making plans with a friend.
This is super common, and it's great for thinking in English naturally. Hey, Lisa, are you free this Saturday?
Let me check. Yeah, I think so. Why?
I was thinking we could go see that new movie everyone's talking about. Are you interested?
Oh, the new action movie? I'd love to. What time works for you?
How about the 7 p.m. showing? We could grab dinner first.
Sounds perfect. Where should we meet?
How about we meet at the restaurant at 5:30? That gives us plenty of time to eat before the movie.
Great. Which restaurant were you thinking?
That Mexican place near the theater. You liked it last time, right?
Yes, I love their tacos. Okay, it's a plan.
Awesome. I'll text you the day before to confirm.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
Me too. See you Saturday.
Let's think through making plans in English. When you want to make plans, what's your first thought?
Is my friend free? What day? Saturday.
So you ask, are you free this Saturday? Simple thought, simple question.
Then you think about what to do. What do we do? Movie? Yes, movie.
So you suggest, we could go see that new movie. Natural English thinking.
When making plans, you also think about time. What time? 7 p.m.? Yes, 7 p.m. is good.
So you say, how about the 7 p.m. showing? You're thinking and speaking in English.
You also think about details. Where meet? Restaurant? Yes, restaurant first.
And you say, how about we meet at the restaurant at 5:30? All in English, no translation.
Now you try. Imagine you want to make plans with a friend. What would you say? Think in English and say it out loud.
Excellent. Maybe you said, are you free on Friday? Let's go shopping. Do you want to have coffee this weekend? How about we go to the park tomorrow?
Perfect. You're thinking in English naturally now.
Now, let's give you some practical tips for thinking in English every single day.
Tip number 1. Start your day in English. As soon as you wake up, think, good morning. Time to wake up. What day is today?
Tip number 2. During your morning routine, narrate everything. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm taking a shower. I'm getting dressed.
Tip number 3. When you eat, think about your food in English. This is delicious. I love this. I'm full now.
Tip number 4. When you travel or commute, describe what you see. The bus is coming. The street is busy. It's a nice day.
Tip number 5. Before bed, review your day in English. Today was good. I did many things. Tomorrow I will.
Tip number 6. When you feel emotions, name them in English. I'm happy. I'm tired. I'm excited.
Tip number 7. Talk to yourself in English. Yes, it might feel weird, but it works. Have conversations with yourself in your head.
Tip number 8. Change your phone, computer, and social media to English. This forces you to think in English every time you use them.
Tip number 9. Don't worry about mistakes. When thinking in English, you'll make errors. That's totally normal and okay.
Tip number 10. Be patient and consistent. Thinking in English won't happen overnight, but if you practice every day, it will become natural.
Remember, every time you think in English, you're training your brain. The more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Wow, we've covered so much today. Let's do a quick recap.
First, we learned why thinking in English is important. It makes you speak faster, you sound more natural, you make fewer mistakes, conversations become easier.
Then we learned technique 1. Name things around you. Look at objects and say the English words.
Technique 2. Describe your actions. Narrate what you're doing throughout the day.
Technique 3. Think in simple sentences. Keep it easy and clear.
Then we practiced 3 daily conversations: ordering at a coffee shop, talking about your day, and making plans with friends.
Then we gave you 10 practical tips for thinking in English every single day.
The key message is this: start small, practice daily, and be patient with yourself.
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start thinking in English little by little every single day.
Your brain is powerful. With practice, thinking in English will become automatic and natural.
All right, everyone, we've reached the end of today's lesson. We really hope this video helps you start thinking in English.
Remember, the secret to fluency is thinking in English, not translating. And you can start doing this today, right now.
Before you go, we'd love to hear from you. Write in the comments, what's the biggest challenge you face when trying to think in English, and which technique from today will you try first?
We read every comment and we love connecting with you. Your feedback helps us create better lessons.
If this video helped you, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps us reach more English learners around the world.
And if you haven't already, subscribe to Fluent English Talk and turn on the notification bell. We post new practical English lessons every week.
Thank you so much for learning with us today. We're so proud of you for taking this step towards fluency.
Start thinking in English today. Practice every day and watch your fluency grow. You can do this.
See you in the next video. Keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Think in English.